This familiar-looking package is the fulfillment of yet another Kickstarter. This one from Cakebread and Walton, and it represents the hardcover release of their new D100 game, Pirates and Dragons. Let's take a look at it, because this is not just a print-on-demand, this is a premium release. Right off the bat, we can see our friendly and familiar wave, and this is a pretty thick book. Well, let's take a look inside, because we know this wave won't be a problem for very long. The book itself is a striking aqua color. Not too different from what we've seen in other print-on-demands before, but I'm expecting the difference will actually be the paper and the issue of bleed. And my supposition was correct. It's a full bleed print. Color goes right to the very edge of the page. Pages are nice and thick. No sense of transparency. The colors in the art are vibrant, as you can see. Very, very nice. Now, when I first got the PDF, I have to admit, it was much more colorful than I was expecting. The dark blue here I thought was quite nice, but we do cycle through a large gamut of colors as we go through chapter to chapter. And on the computer screen, I didn't really like all the color choices, but here in print, they are the colors they were intended to be, I suspect, and it's much, much better. Yes. The usual Cakebread and Walton approach of the watermark in the page, lending it the look of parchment, plus the color coding so you know which section you're in, the clean organization of the text, and the good clean font. Makes me very glad to have this, not just as a PDF, but in print. Now, one of the things that compelled me to get yet another D100 game was, I said one of the things, was that this is a version of their Renaissance take on D100, which is geared toward swashbuckling. And while, as you know, this Under the Hood video will not be looking at the game from a review point of view, I did like what they did with it, and I will be talking about it in subsequent videos, especially when I do the next series of videos on talking about combat, different types of combat in D100, particularly in RuneQuest, and I'll be using examples from here to help make some of my points or explain some of my ideas. So, if you were at all curious about ordering a premium product through print on demand, this is good evidence, for me at any rate, that that's actually worthwhile. It moves it from almost like you'd get off the shelf, or nearly what you'd get on the shelf, to a product that looks, feels, and smells like what you'd get off the shelf. Nice. Also, this game, if you like pirates, or dragons, or magic, or swashbuckling, or swords and sorcery, or keep this game in mind.